Hello everyone, this is a Fire Inside ASMR, and today I'm going to be having a lovely picnic with Annagram ASMR. So today we're going to be baking her some chocolate chip cookies. First, I'm going to set the oven for 350 degrees. Next, I'm going to use this bowl, and we're going to add 2/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. That was 1/3, and this is 2/3. Now I'm just going to use this paper towel to wipe out the measuring cup so I can use it again. Next is 2/3 of a cup of white sugar. Now is 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar, lots of sugar. Next is a 1/2 cup of almond milk. I've been using this Earth's Own So Fresh brand lately, and it's really good. Now we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm just going to take off the top part because this is a new bottle. I'm just going to stir this up a little bit. Stir it up a little bit. You can see the brown sugar is very lumpy. It doesn't look very appetizing right now, but I promise that these cookies are going to be delicious. Now I'm going to mix the rest with this mixer instead of hand mixing the flour. Sorry, this looks a bit gross. Now it's time to add 2.5 cups of flour. This is cup 2 and a half. We are going to mix it up a bit now. You can hear all the clumps. It mixes a lot better than the hand mixing. Next is 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda. One teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder. And half a teaspoon of salt. Time to mix this all together. Mix it all together. It's making a very nice dough. Now I'm adding in the last ingredient, which is some chocolate chips. I usually add a lot because I love chocolates. I'm only mixing a bit because I'm going to add chocolate chips as I roll them into balls. Here is the tray I'll be using. Unfortunately, when I was baking during Christmas, some of the cookies burned into the tray. But I can assure you that this tray is very, very clean, despite how it looks. Now we are going to roll the dough into small balls and place them on the tray. It makes really nice oily sounds being rolled up. My hands are getting super oily. Super oily. I'm hoping that Anna makes her thumbprint cookies because those are so good. And I love jam, and she's an excellent baker. I really hope she enjoys these cookies. It will be nice to sit outside and enjoy our desserts. We can talk about all the shows that we're watching on Netflix. I've just watch the first episode of Mayor of East Town, and it's really good so far, but they only release one episode at a time. So today I'm going to watch the next episode, and I'll tell her about it. Now it's time to slide them into the oven. And we are going to set a timer for 11 minutes. 11 minutes. The sky looks so nice and blue today. Perfect for a picnic. I wonder what Anna is making.
I can't wait to go on this picnic with my friend. I haven't seen them in quite a long time. I'm going to make some jam thumbprints today. So I have all my supplies out ready for that. And I hope they make their delicious chocolate chip cookies, because I definitely enjoyed those last time. So let me just look at my recipe. Alright, I have all of the ingredients. All of the things that I need, although I'll substitute baking soda for baking powder. Alright, I've preheated the oven as well. Yep, I suppose I should begin. I'm so happy to go on this picnic with them. One, so we can get up, and two, so we can enjoy the nice weather outside, and three, because they make the absolute best chocolate chip cookies. I really hope they are making them for this particular picnic. I'm sure they'll get the basket all ready, and I'll probably bring the blankets. Oh, I'm so excited. Let me just dig in here. Alright. This is so exciting. I haven't been on a picnic in so long. Honestly. I'm glad my supplies are still good. I haven't baked in so long either. So this is fun. Oh, I can't wait to see them. Last time I hung out with them, they let me use the cutest mugs. And it was just a great time. I have a book I want to let them borrow since I've been reading more lately. And then maybe after the picnic, we'll go bike riding and skateboarding and do some outdoor activities. All around, this should just be really fun. the salt is always interesting. Feels so interesting, kind of like sand, which makes me think of those Anakin Skywalker quote about, I don't like sand, that everyone makes fun of him because of. I'll have to ask them what they think of the new Star Wars franchise stuff coming up when I see them. Apparently Disney Plus is going all out, really trying to profit off of the series. So we'll have to discuss what we think of the new directions. I know I personally have conflicted feelings about it. But it's just they have conflicted feelings about a lot of supplies can get damaged, especially if it's something like brown sugar. Then the sugar will harden and you won't be able to use it. Or some people leave bags of stuff open and then you have to throw it out if somebody leaves something open because something could have gotten into it. It's all just interesting. Definitely can't be one of those people who leave stuff open though. I love when the dough gets this creamy like this. So satisfying and so fluffy. Almost like egg whites, but much tastier. Although I won't have any raw cookie dough today since I know it's bad. I wonder if they'll have cookie dough. I feel like it's a pretty accepted thing that everybody kind of just tries some. But today, I will hold myself back from having the raw cookie dough. At least for today. Not that the eggs in the batter will really be tasty. It's not really tasty without the egg. But of course, now is when it's actually not good to eat it because of the raw yolk. But here the dough gets even creamier. So satisfying this part is. Just watching it turn from inconsistent to nice, creamy consistency all throughout. It's quite cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put in these dry ingredients. I just put them all in at once instead of doing it bit by bit today, just because I don't feel like exercising the patience to dump in a little dry ingredients bit by bit, but I'm sure it'll still turn out because I make my cookies like this a lot. So satisfying when the dough sort of just rolls off. And it's slowly coming together, slowly mashing together. slowly just sifting together into one nice blob of dough. But right now there's still quite a few bits and pieces that need a little extra persuading. I should ask them if they can make some lattes, iced lattes for us when we go, because I know they make some excellent lattes as well. But then again, if I'm asking for lattes, I suppose I should be contributing something more than just the cookies as well. Maybe I can bring some chocolates or something to throw in the basket as well. I'm sure I could find something. The dough, so satisfying. Slightly annoying when it sticks to the spoon, but also satisfying when you peel it off. Here we go. Almost mixed all the way through. There we go. There we go. Off the spoon you go. Back into your mix. Back together. Alright, I have my pan ready. Can't wait to just put the cookies down. It's freshly washed, so there was just a few droplets still on it that hadn't dried completely from the strainer. And now comes the best part. Putting the cookies together, just putting the globs in the hand and then rolling it together, rolling it together, rolling it together. Let's just perfect that one a little bit. And all right. This is pretty satisfying too, just to feel the dough in your hands, squashing it into a ball, and then rolling it smooth before setting it down. It's kind of like playing with clay, which is a nice sensory activity, or playing with Play-Doh like we all did when we were kids, or even just playing with mud, except much more tasty. But yes, this is really nice to bake with your hands. It's just a good sensory experience. But of course, you have to remember to wash your hands before and after, and oftentimes during the process, because you touch a lot of eggs and ingredients and this and that, and also you want your hands to be clean before touching the ingredients, and then afterwards once you have some of the ingredients on your hands. But alright, I think this one needed a little more. I see I've spilled a few crumbs. Let me just put that in and roll it. Almost finished with this sheet. It is a little messy rolling these, but they come out so nicely. And almost done. It's getting darker outside. I'm happy that I'll have the sweet aroma of baked cookies to sit with in the evening. I might not even need to light a candle, since this aroma should be more than pleasant enough for the rest of the night. And natural fragrances are oftentimes just as nice as a store-bought candle. There's a lot of scents like that besides just cookies too, like flowers outside, which I'll have to smell when we have the picnic. Or coffee smells good to a lot of people, myself included. Or the smell of right after it's rained, that fresh, dewy smell. There's a lot of nice scents like that, really. This part is so satisfying too. Just pressing my thumb into the soft dough, leaving the thumb imprint, which is why these cookies are called jam thumbprints. I'll put in the jam next, but this is very satisfying. So cute, they are so beautiful. Now let me just get the jam. These lids can be a little tricky sometimes. Just a little, especially when your hands are already greasy from butter and dough. I'm gonna use the red raspberry jam. It has a very nice taste. I tend to like strawberry jam or raspberry or any type of berry, just about. But I tend to like the red jams. I don't know, I find them a bit more satisfying. Although I did consider using the orange jam, and I think I will for the next batch. But this one is a sure good taste, so I'm sticking with this one. In goes the jam. Oops, I put a lot on that one. It'll probably spill over, but it's more important how it tastes than how it looks. There we go. Another generous serving of jam. All right. And you get some jam. You get some jam. You get some jam. Oh yes, and you. All right, and I didn't forget you. Alrighty, and of course you. All right. Alright, I need to bake them for about 15 minutes or until golden brown. So into the oven you go. See you on the other side, cookies. You will be golden soon enough. And I only have a little bit of dough left, but that's alright. The batch will be more than enough for us to have on the picnic. And I'm sure I can just make a big couple of cookies with this and this lovely jam that is so tasty and so satisfying. Again, it's again kind of like one of those things we used to play with in school, like silly putty or slime. So even just the act of baking itself can be pretty satisfying regardless of the results. So this has definitely been nice. I'm glad I had this to go ahead and get ready for.
It's time to take out the cookies. And here they are. Can you hear them sizzling on the tray? Sizzling, 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 sizzling. Now we are going to plate them and get them ready for the picnic. Here's how they look. Nice and gooey chocolate chips. Nice and gooey chocolate chips. Let's have a taste first and make sure they taste good for Anna. They taste really good, right?
Alright, let me put my cooling rack down. Gotta make sure that the cookies get some good ventilation to cool properly once they are finished. The cooling rack has a kind of interesting feel, I think. That's just one of those interesting things. But I think the cookies are getting ready. Alright, let's go ahead and check. Yes, a little messy, but again, the taste is what counts. These look delicious and they smell even better. Yes. I love gem thumbprints. I'm so glad I had a reason to make them today. I can't wait to eat you. Just scrumptious. Alright, let me go ahead and put these down. One by one, here you go. Onto the cooling rack. Onto the cooling rack. So cooperative. On we go. Oh, I love this nonstick pan too. It's so easy for the cookies to come right off with no parchment paper or aluminum foil or anything. They just slide right off. That one looked gorgeous, that cookie. All right, you two. All right. And you. There we go. You needed a little extra coaxing. How pretty. So cute. A little family of cookies. Perfectly done. And you, little guy. And you. And you. Alright, I'm going to go take a shower and get ready, but I'm so glad that I could make these today, and I'm so looking forward to the picnic.
I hope you enjoyed our baking collab, and please check out Anna's channel, Annagram ASMR. I hope you all have a wonderful